Hello and welcome back to ManVFilm. It is time for the July announcements from Indicator. 4 titles this time, well, 6 kind of really when you look at it, but we'll get there when we get there. 2 of these titles have long been hinted at. Well, hinted. They've downright said they're coming at some point, and they're both coming this month. So without further ado, let's dip into this and check out the 4 titles for July. First up, we have Diary of a Mad Housewife. From 1970, Frank Perry's Oscar-nominated movie. A cosmic deconstruction of the male chauvinism. Diary of a Mad Housewife was a huge critical hit, earning its female lead an Academy Award nomination upon its release. Superbly directed by Frank Perry, with a scathing screenplay by Eleanor Perry, Diary of a Mad Housewife tells the story of Tina Balser, a frustrated housewife trapped in an unhappy marriage to an insufferably controlling, status-obsessed bore. Tina seeks solace in a fling with an abusive lover, the arrogant writer George Prager, who treats her like a sex object, leading to therapy and further unhappiness. This is an HD remaster, original mono audio, long unseen alternative TV version containing unique scenes presented in SD as originally broadcast. Theatrical cut audio commentary with actor Rutana Alda and the film historian Lee Gambin. TV version audio commentary with Frank Perry, biographer Justin Bozung. Video appreciation by Academy Award-winning editor and filmmaker Chris Innes. Original theatrical trailer, Larry Karaszewski trailer commentary, radio spot, image gallery, new improved subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition booklet with new essays. Limited to 3,000 copies. Now, this is one of those movies that just doesn't jump out at me. Now, I know it's got a great reputation. People seem to be rabid about this one. It's got Oscar noms. It looks very interesting. I am interested about it. It's one that I've heard great things about, but man, it just doesn't jump out immediately. Next up, we have Putney Swap. Robert Downey directed in 1969. Putney Swap is the only black executive at a stuffy Madison Avenue advertising agency. When the chairman dies unexpectedly, Putney is unexpectedly, again, elected the new boss because those voting never thought anyone else would do the same. Putney proceeds to kick out the white majority, replacing them with young revolutionary types, and renames the agency Truth and Soul. It's a bracing satire, taking well-aimed potshots at capitalism, power, and racism in America. Yes, I've heard a lot about this one. It's a 4K restoration by the Academy Film Archive and Film Foundation. It's got the original mono audio. It's got a commentary with writer-director Robert Downey, audio commentary with film critic and historian Sergio Mims, interview with Robert Downey from 2001, audio interview with the cinematographer, film forum Q&A with Robert Downey, the writer and director conversation, original theatrical trailer, Dan Ireland trailer commentary, short critical appreciation, image gallery, new improved English subtitles for deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition, new booklet featuring essays. UK premiere on Blu-ray, limited to 3,000 copies. This was released by Vinegar Syndrome a while ago and was one that I was very tempted to pick up. Again, this has been announced a long while ago, and even after checking out the trailer, I just knew this was something very different, something I had to check out. I'm really looking forward to finally getting to see Putney Swap at some point. Yeah. Next up, we have another Bud Boddicker movie, which I am super excited about. This is from 1951. An American sportsman, Johnny Reagan, goes to a bullfight while holidaying in Mexico and witnesses the great matador Manolo Estrada in action. The two men meet later in that evening, and Johnny becomes entranced by Anita, a friend of Manalo's. Impressed by the world of bullfighting and seeking to impress Anita, Johnny becomes Manalo's pupil so that he too may become the champion torero. Produced by John Wayne and based part on Bud Bodeker's experience as a novice bullfighter, Bullfighter and the Lady was initially released in a shorter 87-minute cut, reputedly edited by John Ford in 1986 with the aid of Bodeker and Stack. The complete 124-minute version was restored, revealing the film to be a true masterpiece. Both cuts are presented in this edition, along with Bodeker's final work as a director, the 1985 documentary My Kingdom 4. This is an HD presentation, 2 presentations of the film, the complete 124-minute restored by UCLA Film and Television Archive, and the original 87-minute theatrical cut. Audio commentary with critics and authors Glenn Kenny and Farna Smith name. My Kingdom 4, Bodeker's final film as a director, a partly autobiographical documentary about bullfighting featuring Bullfighter and the Lady actor Robert Stack. Interview with Mary Bodeker from this year. An evening with Bud Bodeker, an audio recording of the great director in conversation with film preservationist Robert Gitt. New improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition booklet featuring new essays, and limited to 3,000 copies as well. I'm really curious about this one because early Bud Bodeker, I've seen mostly his stuff has been like late 60s, very early 70s, so different kind of movie for me. I'm not the biggest fan of Robert Stack. He seems a little bit stilted in some of the productions that I've seen him in, so a little bit wary but curious. If I do get this one, I will definitely be going straight into the longer cut, as that seems to be the one to check out. And of course, there's a limited edition set this month, which is Hammer's Creatures the World Forgot. C. Prehistoric love rites. C. Primitive chieftains duel in naked fury. See the young lovers sacrificed. See the staked girl menaced by a giant python. Following the enormous success of 1 million years BC in 65, Hammer embarked on a series of prehistoric adventures over the next 5 years, concluding with Creatures the World Forgot, directed by Don Chaffee, previously responsible for 1 million years BC, not to mention the Ray Harryhausen classic Jason and the Argonauts. The film swapped dinosaurs for more adult content, starred former Miss Norway and ex-Bond girl Julie Egg, and earned itself an X certificate in the process. Even today, it still rates an 18 from the BBFC. It's an HD remaster, original mono audio commentary with Kim Newman. Hammer's Women, which is a series running through the Hammer box sets. Julie Egg, profile of the Norwegian actor. David Huckvale on Mario Nascimbene. I'll go with that. An appreciation of the film by the author of Hammer's film scores and music avant-garde. 3 Children Film Foundation films, directed by John Chaffee. Skid Kids, a story about a group of young cyclists, a good pull-up. A handyman gets himself into trouble at a workers' cafe, and watch out, following the escapades of Dickie Duffel as he tours the film studio. The original theatrical trailer, image galleries, new improved English subtitles for the deaf and hard of hearing, limited edition exclusive 80-page book with new essays and archival interviews, and this is limited to 5,000 copies. Yeah, I can't say that I've heard of this one before. I am curious enough. The mud monsters or things like that from the trailer look interesting. Did it need a limited edition superset? Not particularly. I don't feel like it did immediately, but you know what? It's only a couple of pounds more, so I'm happy to go with it. Now, that's the 4 titles this month, which you can see in the bundle there. Of course, you can order all of them and get 10% off if you wish. But if you go into the newsletter, we will see that there are 2 US-only editions being released this month. First is John Baxter's Love on the Dole, 1941, a controversial film that provided Deborah Kerr with one of her key early roles. Will be released on the 19th of July, making its US debut. A lot of extras. It's got a documentary feature A City Speaks, which was co-scripted by Love and the Dole screenwriter and novelist Walter Greenwood. We also have Requiem for a Village, makes its US Blu-ray debut. Visionary folk offering which fuses exquisite slow-motion photography, no-holds-barred brutality, and weird alchemy. This unclassifiable film about the past and the present is accompanied by a selection of 6 of Gladwell's short films, as well as the beautiful Elizabeth Sussex documentary Can Horses Sing? So there's Love and the Dole, there's Requiem for a Village. Both of these have been released in the UK already from BFI's Flipside series, I believe. And if you're anything like me and a little bit twisted, a little bit odd, and have that collector mentality, the one question I need to know, how does this affect the spine numbers? It feels even weird just putting that out there, but yes, are these going to be numberless? Are these going to have a kind of number of some sort? Are they starting afresh? What are they going to do? Will people in the UK no longer be able to be completionists? I'm really curious about this. I'd love to know your thoughts on the wackiness I have about that. But back to the bundle again. I think it's a fairly solid bundle. Usually I like them to be a little bit more kind of thematic if possible. This seems all over the place, which isn't a bad thing. Definitely interested in Bullfighter and the Lady, Putney Swap, possibly Creatures of the World Forgot, and you know what, Diary of a Mad Housewife, I'm sure I would enjoy, but it doesn't seem like one that I should rush to. Cue hundreds of comments tell me it's the best movie of the bunch. As always, are you picking any of these up? Is there any there that really make you super curious or interested? I would love to know, as always. So let me know in the comment box below. As always, there's more content up here. You can see more of my stuff if you wish. You can support me on Patreon or membership, which honestly really helps at the moment. But if you can't, that's fine. I'm happy for you just to subscribe and check out the videos and share, like, all that good stuff. As always, thanks for watching. Drop a comment. Let's have a conversation. And I'll see you next time on Man v Film.